Good morning, everybody, and happy Friday. If you're here with me in the YouTube, in the Discord, or in the X chat, go ahead and say what's up. Let's see who's with us this morning. We have Torricago, Archie, Jose, I'm Humble Mass Rick, Nathan Ader, Cicino, July Peppers. Good morning to you, Luna SW, Stan, Ron's Funk. Good morning, Robin, National, July. What up, Big Mac? Yo, yo. Yee. Good morning to you, Mike, Timoki, Don Burberry, Ripsmod, Runner, Trader Page, Broccoli, I Can't Trade, Sean, Brian, Marty, Shane, Mike. What up? What up? Sorry I'm late. I had appointments already all booked up where I just had to these markets up. Completely just these markets up. I'm sorry, I already took a trade, folks. I already took a trade. Took a trade over in the Percy Jackson, actually. Oh, baby. Made $20,000, $20,590 in a total of 7 seconds. That's right. 7-second trade. $20,590. Let's go! Yeah! Oh, yeah! That's right. You folks can stay standing. That's just fine. That's right. Yeah! This is what real trading looks like, folks. Yeah! Real trading. Anyway, $20,590 in 7 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we call a great way to start our Friday. Anybody else catch that? Oh, man. It's funny because yesterday we had one of those f***ing retards on Twitter again. The guy who's like 22 years old but has the hairline of an 85-year-old man. Talking about, well, I don't actually trade. I don't actually trade, but everybody in my classroom, they all learn how to trade from me. They just pay me hundreds of dollars. He posted a paper trade where he made $91. I can't believe this is the world we live in. $91. So good. That's the only trade I took today, by the way. Look at this. That's it. This is yesterday. Look at it. There's yesterday. This is, by the way, this is what a real account looks like. Your trades actually stay up there. In replay mode, they disappear. This is it. This is a real account here. One trade today on the Trumpy news. Straight down. What a beautiful trade. Alex K says, turn up the music. I got you, buddy. It's Friday. I got you. I got you. Yeah, dude. This is what real trading looks like, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, if you know, I respect it if you want to pay somebody $45 a month for an overlay indicator that you can get for free on TradingView. You want to pay this person hundreds of dollars so they can paper trade for you. That's cute. You know, that's cute. That's cute. There's no shortage of those retards out there. They're going to be right there for you. Oh, goodness. Tell me somebody out there caught that. If you caught a similar move to that, straight down, drop a W in chat. I'm serious. Like, somebody else out there had to catch that, right? Joey got it. Rule 1 got it. Chad got it. Corgo. Wow. Broccoli, Mike. Dude, here's the deal. When you're watching the order flow, you don't even have to know there's a Trump tweet coming. You can feel it. You can actually feel it down in your plums when Trump starts to tweet. You can feel it right down there. The order flow starts to shift. Dude, that print right there was just, I was sitting there. I was literally about to go live. I'm not even kidding. I was right about to go live. And this is what I saw. This is Bookmap right here. This is the order book. You want to know how I made $20,000 in 7 seconds? I mean, this is it right here. This was the telltale sign. When we go from 405, like slicing down like this, these orders are chunky, right? These orders are chunky, and there's no reason why we should have this much of a disruption in the flow, right? We're doing this, here, let me go to Bookmap full screen here. When we're doing like, standard patterns where, we're tracing around, we're going up and down. These are normal patterns, like 20 handles and all that. But when I see this, right, I didn't even get the squawk until I was already out of the trade, to be honest with you, because I have an alert on my phone. I saw the truth thing pop up, the alert come up, and as soon as I saw this, I just went yammering into that thing, and I just got it. So we got less than a minute till PC. Let's see how this shakes up the market right now. We are kind of still in this valley of despair that's been created by that Trump tweet. Broccoli, nice to see you, buddy. Love to see a trader that isn't a replay Andy. It's pretty much everybody out there, though. That's the problem. There is very few people out there that are going to be trading an account. By the way, what's the account balance? Let's wait for it. Okay, we got a lot of catch up to play today. Let's take a little breath here. PC is what we got coming out here. Dude, I might not even need Celsius today. I'll still drink it, but I don't need it because I am bricked up, baby. All right, 5 seconds till we get PC. I'm not going to trade this. Probably not going to touch the Percy for the rest of the day. I'm going to go into the weekend feeling good. All right, preliminary wholesale inventories coming in flat month over month versus a 0.4% expectation. April advanced goods trades balance coming in at negative 87 billion versus a negative 143 billion estimate. So a little bit hotter in the advanced goods trades balance. Personal income up 0.8%, hotter than the 0.3%. Personal spending in line with 0.2% expectations. And Canada, their GDP is out at 0.1%, in line with estimates year over year, a little bit hotter. The PCE price index coming in line, 0.10%, year over year, 2.1%, a little bit cooler. So not a big outlier day on the data at all. Mostly everything in line. We are seeing the equities kind of liking this. I'm guessing that's probably because of personal income is up and the price index is flat. So that is probably a little bit interesting for equities here. Personal spending is not moving the needle though. Also, the PCE price index dropping year over year by 10 basis points ain't bad. Ain't bad. It ain't bad. You know, the bots are actually pretty tame today. Very nice. Anybody trade that PCE move? About 50 handles there if you caught it off the lows. I mean, given that we did get a little pickup before that. How far am I from passing my apex? Let's see. Good question. 6,300. 6,300, right? Because it's 320 is the balance I need in those bad doggers. Is that right? Is that right? I'm pretty sure it's 320,000 is what I need. I got my Apex over here, and then I got Tradeify over here. We could trade either one. It's going to be hard for me. Look, I'm just being real with you. It's going to be hard for me to actually care about any of the trades that I take in these profit counts today. I'm a little jacked up from making 20K in 7 seconds. It feels good. I'm not going to lie. It feels pretty legendary. Apex is asking you for your process detailed. Yeah, I mean, I stream every day. I don't know, dude. The last time I got a payout from Apex was in 2023. I didn't trade them for pretty much 2 years. I started trading them a little bit ago. I've gone into the PA accounts, I think once or twice. Twice, I think. And both times I got just clapped. So I think I've lost 2 sets of 20 PAs. So I think I've lost 40 PAs since restarting my Apex journey. Back in 2023, I traded 10 accounts or 20 accounts. I got a payout from 10 accounts and I got 20K, and then I never used them again. I used Top Step for the next year and 9 months or whatever the case it was. So I don't know. That's why I stream though, right? The reason why I stream is so I can show you transparently how all of this works. So like we saw together, Tradeify paid me out in 2 minutes. If I ever get to the point where, you know, we trade Apex, we get a payout, I'm thinking we'll get to that point eventually if I continue to trade Apex. But I want to walk us through, like, what does the payout process look like, right? That's the whole reason I do these streams. It's kind of like giving you the exact reviews on what my experience is with these prop firms, right? So there you go. Size on that 7-second trade, 35 contracts. So 35% of my maximum size that I can take. 35 contracts. Opened the trade at 8:09 and 31 seconds. Closed it at 8:09 and 38 seconds. Just like that. Just like that. 35 contracts. Yeah, it was delicious. Apex takes forever when it comes to getting the money in the bank after getting approved. I don't know. Again, I can't speak about it, you know? I can't speak about it. I don't know. All I know is what happened in 2023 when I got that 20K. All I can talk about is what I know now. And what I know now is I haven't gotten to the part where I can request a payout in the PA because, look, let's be honest. My square focus every single morning here is obviously trading. It's in this order. Trading my personal account, being helpful and educational, trading props. Like, it's in that order. Right? That's it. I'm always going to be focused on trading my personal account first. Now I'm not so much today because I already made $20,590 in the Percy. So put that up on screen for anybody who's showing up late. Oh, that's gorgeous. Just gorgeous. I'm going to use your code for Tradeify now. Never traded props before. Was always on my own broker here in Dubai. I would try a straight to funded account on Tradeify. Number 1, there's no monthly fee. Number 2, all of your trades matter. And number 3, you have pretty clear instructions on how much money you should make per day. But that's the order that I focus this show on, right? My whole goal every single day, obviously, I want to make money from the market, right? That's goal number 1. I'm here to trade. And people tend to like that, right? I'm not here to pretend to trade and paper trade and lie to you. I'm here to just take trades. That's number 1. And I'm going to do that in the Percy Jackson, the personal account. I'm going to do that squarely focused, number 1. Number 2 is if that is out of the way and I don't have any trades to take in the personal account, I'm going to be focused on educating. And then number 3 is trading on props. That's it. Riley asked, yeah, can you make a video on how you utilize Bookmap? That's been a hot request lately. I was thinking about this. Look, I'm not sure that, let's say that I came out with a comprehensive course on how to use Bookmap. Let's just say that I came out with the most comprehensive course with multiple like hours and hours and hours of video footage and examples. I think that it may not be accessible to most people still. I don't know. Look, I don't know. I'm just spitballing with you this morning. I don't know. It might be one of those things where it's just too hard for most people. I don't know, though. I don't know. There's been a lot of people requesting, you know, how do I do this? How do I do that? Bookmap, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Wait, hold on. I gotta connect something real quick. Neat. There we go. Do me a favor, drop a like on the video right now. If we get to 600 likes, I want to do some giveaways. So if we could do that, then we could do this. You know what I mean? Bow, 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 bow. Okay, cool. You have to learn price action pattern recognition first, then Bookmap will help you scale and stay in longer. Yeah, I mean there's a lot of ways to utilize Bookmap, right? A lot of ways to utilize Bookmap, but the way that I see most people using it is, in my opinion, incorrect. What's crazy is like I was using Bookmap. I was using Bookmap before anybody else. I swear though. Like I was using Bookmap a long time before anybody else. I see so many people using Bookmap now, like small caps equities traders that are using it, and they had no idea about it 5 years ago, 4 years ago. Like no clue. I mean, 5 years ago was COVID. Yeah, 5 years, dude. 5 years ago was COVID markets, dude. Oh my God. Can you believe that? 5 years ago was the COVID markets? Wow, that went by quick. Dude, because it's the end of May. Oh my God, that was 5 years ago. What the Oh my God, dude. 5 years ago was the COVID market. Holy that's insane. How many people traded the COVID markets? Dude, it doesn't feel like 5 years. I don't know. I'm betwixt like saying it feels like it's 10 years ago and then also like 3 days ago. How many people, okay, if you got your start in the COVID markets, drop a 1 in chat. If you started after the COVID markets, drop a 2 in chat. I'm curious. So 1 is COVID or before, 2 is after. Dang. You know, I could just do a poll. Here, I'm sorry. Let me do a poll. Let me do this. Did you start trading before or after COVID? Before, started with COVID, after COVID. Dude, COVID-19. All right, go ahead and vote. I'm curious. Let's see. Let's see. Vote with honesty, because like I can't tell who votes what, but just vote with honesty. Let's see. Get your votes in. Vote now. Dude, wow, really? There's that many people in here that started trading before COVID? Luna says, I was locked in alone in Costa for trading COVID markets. What brought you to Costa Rica, by the way? Hey, MC fam, anyone else get the Apex email asking about process and screenshots? I think a lot of people have been getting that email, to be honest with you. I was 16 5 years ago. Dude, happy 21st, dog. Crypto way before COVID. Dude, when did I start my crypto journey? Crypto investing. Let's see. Coinbase, Ethereum. 2015? 16? I was, dude, I bought Ripple when it was 0.000006 cents. I made a bag on it. That's long gone. I think I sold it at like 250 or something. I sold it on its first uptick towards $3. Like, I think it was in 2022 or something like that. I was all on BTC March 12th at $5,000. Wait, when it was trading at $5,000? Dude. I mean, that seems a lot. At 5K, okay, I got you. Yeah, when I was living out in Puerto Rico in Dorado, I was talking with one of the guys who was a Bitcoin miner, and I just remember that conversation. Bitcoin was trading like $900 at the time. I was one of the first 1,000 to have a CMC account at age 18. Doesn't mean I'm successful trading. I've been better at other things. What's CMC? I've never heard of CMC. I don't know what CMC is. Interesting though. Yeah, dude, I ended up getting out of Bitcoin way too early. Way too early. Friend of mine is like still holding his original position, and like I don't know how people do that. Like I guess just not looking. But like I guess like if I had already gone through this many cycles in crypto, I'd definitely be holding if I could have my original position. I don't. But like, man, that would have been sick if I did. Would have been super dope. BTC at originally $1,000. Dude, why does it seem so expensive? I remember like specifically buying like it was like under $900. What year was that where Bitcoin was trading under 900? It can't have been. It's like 2015, 16, right? Let's see, spot price. Let's see. Couldn't have been that long ago. Let's go to the daily. Yeah, back here. Yeah. Okay, dude, see, I'm not crazy. Yeah, like 2016. Yeah. All right, you guys are all talking about Bitcoin at 5,000. You guys didn't get in here? Nobody got in here? Really? Really? For real? I was buying Bitcoin when I was buying guns on Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike Source, I think it was called. I was buying guns on Counter-Strike Source. I had a Howl. I had a Dragon Lore. I was buying that. Dude, I was. Why can't I say that? Whatever. Anyway, I was buying guns on Counter-Strike back in these days. You guys are all talking about Bitcoin at 5,000. Like, what are you, late? Oh, you're talking about 2020. How did you guys not get in before 20? Like, come on. I thought you guys were like super crypto ballers. I don't have them. No, bro, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I don't have them anymore. Like, dude, like, I'm sorry, but you go through this and you get like, this does something to you. When you see it go from here to here, that does something to your brain. And then you get like a little bit and you're like, all right, I'm out. And like, even if you survive this one, where's my drawing tool? You survive that one. Then you get this one again. And then here you're like, God, I'm done. And then you miss this. You know what I mean? Like then you miss that. And then even if you got that, right? Even if you get this, you get that. And then here you're like, all right, the moment it goes up again, and it goes here. A lot of people capitulated here. Like, dude, you know how hard it is to hold these things? Like this, if you're watching, does something to you psychologically. You know what I mean? Yeah, I bought Bitcoin back in here, in this little, because I was buying guns on Counter-Strike. That is, dude, that's 10 years ago. Oh my God. Yeah, but the secret is to just not look at it. Just not look at it. Like that's the secret, right? Not look at it. This pullback right here, below 80,000. What a pullback, huh? I personally think, and you can call me crazy, I personally think that Bitcoin's going to 1 million. Call me crazy. What condition? Dude, I had factory new, like the lowest float Dragon Lore. Dude, I had the lowest float Howl. I think I had the 3rd best Howl ever created in Counter-Strike at the time. Dude, I was freaking too much money and not enough sense. Like just stupid. Like, dude, my Howl it's gone now. It's gone. I had the ruby knives, like the shanky ones, like the expensive ones, dude. Dude, I had like the 3rd best Howl that has ever been cracked open. My op was like, I don't know, probably like top 10. Dude, I used to have, like, I had the trophy case on my profile, and like, I would get DMs from people, like, I would get friend requests just because of my my trophy display thing. But no, dude, here's how crazy I was. Like back in the day, like you have too much money. I had multiple Counter-Strike pros who were my coaches. They coached me on how to play. That's how, like, because I just wanted to like be a bot. I was not that good. I was horrible at the game, let's be honest. But like I had pro players that would coach me. I'm friends with Jordan Nothing Gilbert. He's like still a good friend. He streams. He's dope. We talk on Instagram. We talk on text often. But he's from the same town that I'm from. So I used to play a lot of Counter-Strike. A lot of my friends still play Counter-Strike 2. I don't really play any games anymore. I forgot. I know Rips told 100 times what was the name of the levels indicator. It is Spaceman BTC key level, baby. Spaceman BTC key level. That's all she is. I went to poker. No, I've been playing poker even longer than that. Oh my God, look at all these lines. Nah, secret lines, don't look. I'm kidding. Still watch Jordan? Yeah, Jordan's a goat, dude. He's a really good person, too. He's a really good person. New Mafia game coming out this summer. I'm definitely getting GTA 6. Yeah, the only game I think I'm going to play is Grand Theft Auto 6. Like, every single time I sit down to, like, play a game, I'm just like, nah, I can't do this. I value my time way too much. Plus, like, spending time on something like that is not enjoyable for me because I'm like, dude, you could be trading right now if you're going to be here. I'm like, yeah. And then I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go outside and hang by my pool. Can you tell me more about your poker story? Really interested in picking it up. Dude, I started before the whole moneymaker era. I played in card rooms. I had a fake ID that said I was 18 years old when I first started playing. I played well before the moneymaker era. And I played in card rooms, Indian casinos, and Vegas. And I played when I was really, really young. And then the whole moneymaker thing happened. I played a lot of online poker. This is the condensed version. I'm sure I'll do a long version on the vlogs. But yeah, ended up playing a lot of online poker and crushed online poker. And then Black Friday happened. And then I actually prefer playing real in person. I keep thinking OTB, over the board, like chess, but whatever it's called, live poker. I enjoy playing live poker versus online poker, especially now because online poker is just nothing but clowns. You know what I mean? Hey, nothing but clowns. It's all GTO wizards, you know? It's all GTO solvers and all that. Get a stream deck and play by the pool. Yeah. Rip, sure you said that last year, 110 then 75 pullback. Yeah, dude, let's get it at 75. 75. Dude, you remember last year I told you, I said it was going to go to like, I said the Trump pump is going to bring it to around 120 and then we're going to have a big slam down to like 85. Go back and watch it. Dude, I guarantee you that's somewhere on a stream. I actually did say that one pre-Trump. I was like, dude, Trump's going to send this thing to like $120 and then, you know, zip, zap, zame. Crafty Future says, Rips, I'm guessing there's not much you can't buy already. In those circumstances, I guess that making money is all about the thrill of making it rather than what you can buy with it. Yeah, you know, like, and again, I'm not trying to like flex on anybody here, but like when you make a lot of money, the earlier you make money, the better, because then it, like, the great thing about money is that it doesn't go away unless you're spending it, and like you don't have a way for your money to make more money for yourself. If you set yourself up right, you really shouldn't have money problems the earlier that you make money. That's why I think trading is great, especially on props. Like if you're doing it at a young age, stow away that money. Put that money in something that's going to generate more money for you. Like put it in, I always say, people ask me, where do I park my money? Ready for this? This is very easy, very simple. You want the money hack? Start making money. Don't put it in your bank account. Put it in SPY, triple Qs, VTI, VOO. That's it. 4 things. SPY, triple Qs, VTI, VOO. That's it. 32 young age, sure, whatever. I mean, it's never too late to start. I don't care if you're 75. Like, just get it in there. You know what I mean? I don't really care. Yeah, this is not financial advice, by the way. Look at, see that? That's real. I'm not a financial analyst. In fact, look at that. Rips is not a professional financial advisor. Most traders lose money, including you. I'm sorry. But no, for real, like that's what I say. SPY, triple Qs, VTI, VOO. You put your money in there, you never look at it, never pay attention to it. Every time the market goes up or down, stop looking at it. Just leave it. And in 10 years, you'll see it and you'll be like, oh, snap. That's a lot of money. All you really need to do is just continually put money into it. And let's say that you get like a huge payout on a prop. Let's say you get like $100,000 from trading on a prop. Like we had National in here who made like hundreds of thousands of dollars trading on Top Step, actually. I would take that $100,000 lump sum. You call up Schwab. You put $100,000 in the account. You call up Schwab and you say it's going to cost you a small fee. And this is all you say. You say dollar cost average me into SPY, triple Qs, VTI, VOO with $100,000 over the course of the next 30 days. You give them those marching orders, they'll do that for you. That simple. Just like that. Not financial advice, by the way, but that's all you ought to do. Welcome to the Rip Stream, by the way. Things that you can find that are valuable that you won't find from a 22-year-old's brain. Somebody who has literally never gotten rich from the markets. If you want to learn how to sell Discord subs, yeah, go around with that balding. But yeah, I mean, literally, that's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. Just take 30 seconds a day to do it yourself. Dude, the fees are so nominal. If you have $100,000 to do this, you don't care about the fees that they're going to charge you to dollar cost average into those things. Look, you can even just say, if you want it the cheapest way, you say, give me the moo and the mock. Give me the moo and the mock on all four of those tickers. SPY, triple Qs, VTI, VOO. Give me the moo and the mock every single day. And I want to do $100,000 in the next 30 days. 25K in each. Bing, bong, boom. There you go. Who's this bald guy? Downey. Downey is his name. Because he's got the downs. Downey Derpy, or whatever his name is. Downey Derpy. Downey Derpy's dungeon. He got exposed for paper trading, then every single one of, well, a lot of his cult members kind of converted, and they're like, yeah, I don't know why I'm paying this retard. And then there used to have some of them, they're like, I don't care if he trades on paper, he's the best ever. It's like, dude, imagine if I came on this stream and I was like, guys, I took a paper trade. I took a paper trade for $20,000. Aren't I cool? No, I took it in real money because I actually love to make money. I put the full 100K, I'd say 70% of that. Why? Why only 70%? Like, why? What are you talking about? $100 Discord flexi with a 50K activate with a 1.5K balance. Dude, times are tough out there. Look, trading's hard. All you have to do is be honest. Like, if the dude was honest with his crowd and he's like, hey man, look, I still haven't figured out this trading thing. There's this guy ICT out there. I watched a few of his videos. I'm a lazy piece of shit. And basically what I did is I watched his videos, and I'm gonna just like try to regurgitate the same information that you can get for free, but like I'm gonna like mumble like I'm on Xanax every single morning in front of these shows, like, hey guys, I try this morning. I think like he's gonna break this line. Like, he sounds like he's not only got Down syndrome, but he's like just took like 3 Xanny bars. Hey guys, I just like if the market goes down, like I short. Like, bro, by all means, if that's who you think that you're gonna learn how to trade from, go trade from Downies. Like, go learn from Mr. Downey. But like, literally, that's all the kid did. He watched a couple ICT videos. He's like, dude, I could scam some people. I'm just going to take the same information that people can get for free. I'm going to repackage it in a worse way. I'm going to pretend to trade, lie to people, and then I'm going to charge them for this. There you go. That's what's out there, by the way. One second. Yeah, A+. This is just so ridiculous. By the way, aren't you glad that we're not trading this sideways nonsense? We're staying out of this by just sitting here and just shooting this. Riley says, yeah, I'll never forget when ICT Photoshop is peeling out on a MetaTrader, then got caught. It's funny when they always get caught, right? Like when I exposed this absolute retard for paper trading. He's like, no, I did it intentionally. They always like, they always get caught and they're like, no, see, I did it on purpose. Rose, can you please answer my question? Go ahead and ask it and I'll answer it. What do you think of people that pays for his stuff? Well, personally, I think that they're just misled people. That's all. They don't know any better. That's the problem, is that they're shoved these marketing materials down their throat, right? That's the problem. Every single day, they go on TikTok, they get their brain rot, and they get served an ad that is this Down syndrome having retard who's sitting here and being like, hey, you want to learn how to trade? I got a Lambo. And I made all this money from trading. I'm going bald at 22, but I got a Lambo and I rent a condo in Miami. You want to do that too? Come to Downey's Dungeon and do it too. And that's what people do. Like they watch this marketing thing. They're like, bro, that's busting on cat, bro. You see this guy? He got a Lambo and is busting on God, my G. And so then they go into Downey's Dungeon and then they get lied to. And then the rest is history. That's how it works. Amelia says, can I ask a question that nobody ever asked? When do you consider giving up? I started 3 years ago, 2 years with Apex, lost money the first year, made it back in the second year, but currently hitting a wall. I get that. I get the frustration. I made, hold on, somebody's trying to, I made money, lost money, made money, lost money. It took me about 3 years to stop losing money, right? It took me about 3 years to stop losing money. I took a 6-month break from trading. I didn't know if I was going to come back, Amelia. I didn't know if I was going to come back. And I was so frustrated at the time. I really didn't think I was going to come back because I woke up every single morning. I'd come to my charts with a lot of anxiety because I'd be sitting there and I'd be like, dude, this is like, I'm putting myself through torture. And I had money at the time, right? I had tons of money at the time. I didn't need to do trading. Like trading was not like this way out, right? For a lot of people, they look at trading and they look at it as this magic way out, right? Oh, if I learn how to trade, I can quit my job and I can get out of the rat race or whatever the case, right? That's not a good way to approach trading because you're putting so much stress on yourself that you're going to have to figure out trading from like, it's do or die, right? That works for some people, but I think when you're putting money on the line, right? The thing about trading is that you're consistently putting risk on, right? This is your lifeblood. Your money is your lifeblood, right? And you're consistently putting that risk on the line. And for most people, that can be very scary and very detrimental. But if you're focused on trading like it's going to happen when it's going to happen and not put so much pressure and stress on yourself, like I need to figure this out so I can get out of the rat race or change my life or whatever the case, I think that that's going to be a lot harder for you to do, right? I took a 6-month break from trading because I literally was like killing myself over it. In the sense, that's not the right choice of words. I was pushing myself so hard that every single time that I'd sit down at my terminal in the morning, I would have a feeling in my chest of crushing anxiety because I was losing. I would make money, lose money, make money, lose money. And then sometimes I'd make money, lose money, make money, lose money. And then I'd be like so far away from like where I was 2 months ago. Right? And this is just being real. And I would sit there and every single morning, I would just like stare at these screens and I'd just be like, oh, here we go again. And I'd be very negative about it. It got to the point where it was so exhausting for me, even to just sit down and look at charts. Like I just sit there and just be like, dude, why am I doing this? I don't need to be doing this. But then I'd also have the sunken cost fallacy, I believe is what it's called. Sunken cost fallacy, where I'm like, dude, I've already been doing this for almost 3 years now. I like all of that time that I've spent learning to trade. Why would I give that up? But that's also, that can be for a lot of people, the sunken cost fallacy, where you're like, all right, well, I'm already down in this trade $600,000. Let me go ahead and just keep it running. Let me keep it running. And then it goes down even more and you wish you would have pulled out at whatever you were down, right? So what did I do? I took a break. That's all I did. I took a break and I started to miss trading after like 2 or 3 months. And my head was clear because I wasn't waking up every single morning stressing out. Right? I wasn't waking up every single morning feeling like, why am I doing this? I woke up every single morning feeling clear. Right? I haven't played poker in like 2 weeks and I've been like shopping and enjoying life with my wife. Yeah. I've been doing that. And like my wife is like, dude, you seem like so happy lately. I'm like, you know what it is? Like trading is super stressful. Playing high stakes poker is super stressful. You knock out one of those things. You only focus on high stakes poker. You only focus on trading. Like you're only doing one job now. Like, dude, high stakes poker and trading high stakes is like very, very, very mentally taxing. When you're doing both, it can be very exhausting. I wouldn't say I'm taking a break from poker right now, but I've like haven't played in the last 2 weeks. I think the last time I played poker was like 3 weeks ago. I got a $300,000 pot that I won from one of those billionaires that plays the game. It's great. It's great. I posted on my Instagram story. Everybody loved it. And then I took a little break, and that's when I came back into trading. And then that Monday, I lost $70,000 in the market because I was like flying so high from that win. And then I haven't played poker since. I don't think. I'm pretty sure. But the point is that when you pull out of a very stressful activity, and for most people, that's just trading. Hopefully you're not doing it to yourself where you're trading and playing high stakes poker and doing all these other things, but maybe it's just trading. But you come out of that activity. Yeah, I played WSOP. I'm talking about high stakes cash, right? I was playing $5,000 tournament and $1,500 tournament. Nothing, right? When you're playing high stakes poker, you're putting hundreds of thousands of dollars at risk. It's crazy, right? So when you come out of a certain activity that causes you a lot of stress, and for most people, we're talking about trading, right? Trading. You stop doing that, your mind at a subconscious level starts to unwind a lot of that stress. And the things that are causing you to be a worse trader than what your potential actually is as a trader is usually caused by that overload of stress that you have on your brain, right? Your subconscious mind is processing this level of stress. Your cortisol levels are jacked the up, right? You're doing all that. It's very hard to get your P&L curve to do this. Instead, you get a little green, you take it off instead of letting that puppy dogger ride. You know, like on like this trade right here, yes, it was a 7-second trade, but like I'm letting that, dude, you know what I was thinking about in this trade when I was in it for the whole 7 seconds that I was in it? Let's have this ride. Why can't I say that? Let's have this motherfucking ride. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just wanted to have this trade ride. I'm not putting it on and taking it off, right? Because why? Because I'm a trader, right? And I've been doing this for a long enough time. This is my 11th year of trading. I don't get scared about holding a position. I'm here to make money, and the longer that I'm exposed to that position, the more money that I'm going to make. Yes, it was only 7 seconds, but the market was moving fast enough where it did a little reflex down there at the lows when it broke 300. So I got out of that, right? Got out of that. So how do you fix all this, right? Back to your question, Amelia. How do you fix all this? You're experiencing the thing that I went through before I took a break. This is what I recommend to you or anybody else out there that is listening. Take a break from trading, or at least slow it down. Let's say that you're trading all day long, limit it to a few hours a day. If you're already only trading a few hours a day, limit it to 1 hour a day. If you're only trading 1 hour a day, take a break. Take a break. If you find yourself going from a full day to like 3 hours and you're still stressed out, limit it down to like 30 minutes to an hour of market exposure that you give yourself. And if that is still too stressful, you're still feeling that crushing anxiety, take a break. And you ask, how long do I take a break for? At least a week. You take a week off. You wouldn't believe, I've given this advice before, you wouldn't believe how many people that DM me on Instagram, on Twitter, on X, on Discord, how many people who have DM'd me when I've given them this exact advice of like, hey, buddy, you ought to take a break. You ought to take a break. They DM me a week later and they send me like profits in an XFA and they're like, bro, I took a break and this changed everything, finally getting my first payout. And if you're scared to take a break, trust me, the markets aren't going anywhere. Do you think I woke up this morning and I was like, oh man, I'm going to make 20 G's in this market? You want to be straight with you? I'll be honest with you. I woke up this morning, I was like, I'm probably not going to trade my personal today because I want to have a good weekend. Straight up. That was the first thought I had when I woke up. I was like, you know, I'm going to focus on my stream. I'm going to trade and focus on props today. This happened. I can't say no. That's free money on the ground. My grandfather always used to say, hey, son, you got $20,590 laying on the ground. You bend your ass over and you pick that up. That's what he said. His exact words, not mine. So, long and the short of it, take a break. Take a break. Take a break. That's all you need to do. I've been there before. That's how I can candidly speak about this stuff, right? If I was 22 years old and balding, I probably wouldn't be able to speak about this because I hadn't gone through it. But I tell my story transparently every single morning on this stream. I want to help you folks get through this because I went through it. I know how hard it is. 3 years of losing ain't fun, but look at what's on the other side of this. I ran this account from $100,000. It's now sitting at a $674,000 balance. That's not luck and chance, ladies and gentlemen. That is grit and skill. And that's the great part about trading is that eventually, for most people, if you stick in this game long enough and you are patient enough, you will come out the other side and have a skill for life. And that's what we all want, right? That's why we're all doing this to ourselves. That's why we're torturing ourselves every single day. That's why we go into these markets. That's why we trade props, is to get a little bit better. To get a little bit better so that we can get to that light at the end of the tunnel, which is never an end game, by the way, because trading is never easy. Trading is never easy, but it does get better. It does get better. I promise you, it gets better. And the longer that you're in this game and the more patient that you are, the less hungry eyes that you have, the better you're going to feel about it. Patrick says, if I told you how long I've been trading and not profitable, every trader in here would run away. Not true, man. My journey is not indicative of how your journey will be. I know traders that have been struggling for 6 years, for 7 years. I know some traders that are still not profitable after 8 years, and maybe they don't have all day to spend at their charts, but hey, their 8 years is probably what I spent in the markets in the first 6 months, right? There's a lot of people who've been trading for years, but they don't have enough market exposure, right? Josh says, it sucks because it's stressing to try and get a little bit better. I want to be able to feel free, be able to give my daughter and wife a true definition of living. It's going to take time. I understand we're all motivated by different things, right? You could be motivated by family, by friends. You could be motivated by wanting to prove things, motivated by wanting to give a better life to your family, your friends, whatever. Let that motivation drive you, but don't let it tear you apart, right? Don't let it tear you apart, because if you do let it tear you apart, there's not going to be a whole lot of left of you for trading. Trading requires a lot of you. And if you're not mentally present because you're so sidetracked by your goals and your grand ambitions, it's going to be extremely difficult to serve yourself. So I hope that's helpful. Amelia, back to your question. I hope that's helpful. Hopefully that gives you a little bit of color on sort of where your mentality should be with your trading. Still no trades, by the way. The market's been kind of chopping sideways here. We are chopping around sort of in a range of 370 right now to 330. National, by the way, who just quit his job after being profitable for long enough. It says, the sooner you realize that trading is a marathon and not a sprint, the better you will do. Don't go into it thinking you will turn 1K into $1 million in the first month or even in the first year. You know, the fastest way to make $1 million in trading is to start with 2 million. It's you start with 2 million, your account balance goes right to 1 million. That's the easiest way to do it. Lena says, I really appreciate your talks. It helped me so much. Took some time off from blowing so many PA accounts. Thank you. Yeah, time away from the markets does so much for you. And it helps with FOMO. It helps with coming to that realization that says, you know, I took a step away from the markets and I stepped back in, and hey, the markets are still moving when I'm back. That's the beauty of it. Meadows Future says, I've been on a 5-year struggle bus and now finally starting to see the light. Just keep going, guys. Yeah, I love that. It's different for everybody. It may take you 10 years. It may take you 5 months. It may take you 5 years, 6 weeks, whatever. Don't do the thing that most traders do too. When you start to actually have something that's working, then you start to strategy hop. That's a very popular one, and I'm surprised by that. You finally get a strategy that's working for you, and you go, okay, I'm gonna set that aside. Let's look for some more strategies. Or like you start having trading click for you, and you're like, this is way too easy. This ought to be more complicated, and then you try to complicate it, and then it's crazy how much we do things to ourselves. And I also think I'm squarely convinced that there are people out there that have a mechanism in their brain that is consistently trying to self-sabotage. I don't think that I had any of this. I had tilt demons, but I think that there are people out there that they like the feeling of people feeling sorry for them, so they do self-sabotage, right? I feel like there are people out there that they, with trading, find ways to self-sabotage. Think about that. You're doing so well, you're trading, and then all of a sudden something happens. You're like, why did I do that? Well, you're probably self-sabotaging. It's okay to appreciate and love yourself and say, you know what? I actually deserve to be successful at this. That's a big part of it. Allowing yourself, accepting that, hey, I should be successful at this. That's okay too. The hardest thing when it comes to trading is the fact that it is you versus you, and there is literally not a single person on planet Earth that is coming to save you. Think about what I just said. Trading is always going to be you versus you, and there is nobody, and I mean this, there is not a single person coming for you. It's you. You are the only person who can stop yourself from doing absolutely stupid shit. You are the only person who can stop yourself from your accounts up. You are it. That's it. And if you aren't that person, then there's going to be nobody there to come for you. Period. So you need to find a way to get in a good relationship with yourself. One of the worst things that I did with myself in my trading journey was I allowed myself to tilt, and I didn't really do anything about it. And I got rewarded for when I was tilted and I took tilted trades. I still go on tilt. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like, I don't tilt anymore. No, I still go on tilt. For sure, I go on tilt. It's not nearly, it's maybe 0.01% of the tilt that I used to experience early on in my trading journey. But the worst thing that I did to myself was when I would tilt and then I would win a trade. I would win a trade while tilted. Do you know what that does? It opens up a part of your brain in your decision-making process that the next time that you're on tilt, your brain goes, hey, bro, remember the last time we were on tilt? We sized up and we made a ton of money. And your brain goes, oh, yeah, I remember that. And it makes it so easy to just size up and just get in there and start doing a stupid thing, right? Start doing something really stupid. So the next time you're on tilt, I always say identify a part of your body. For me, it was hot behind the ears. Find a way to identify tilt on your body and stop doing it. How do you stop doing it? Jump out of your chair and walk away from your screens for the rest of your day. Tilt is a nasty thing. It is a nasty, nasty thing. If you can stop yourself from tilting, you've already won half the battle. Find ways to stop your tilt. Find ways to stop yourself from getting into tilted trades, especially trades that will reward you. That would be my penny advice for you this morning. We are looking at the calendar this morning. We do have a jam-packed calendar, which already kind of happened at 8:30. The PC price index was pretty uneventful. We're kind of giving back that move. Right now, we are kind of shuffling back lower. If you're coming in and you're like, dude, what was this? That was a Trump truth social. Basically talking about tariffs. 2 weeks ago, China was in grave economic danger. The very high tariffs I set made it virtually impossible for China to trade into the United States marketplace, which is by far number one in the world. We went, in effect, cold turkey with China. It was devastating for them. Many factories closed, and there was, to put it mildly, civil unrest. I saw what was happening, and I didn't like it for them, not us. I made a fast deal with China in order to save them from what I thought was going to be a very bad situation, and I didn't want to see that happen. Because of this deal, everything quickly stabilized and China got back to business as usual. Everybody was happy. This is the good news. The bad news is that China, perhaps not surprisingly to some, has totally violated its agreement with us. So much for being Mr. Nice Guy. Boom. Mic drop. That is Trump's Truth Social today. That is what caused that drop. So much for Mr. Nice Guy. Harry in here says he chats rubbish, and that's okay. Here's the other thing that I want you to focus on as a trader. Stop trying to be right. Stop trying to be right. One thing that I love about these Trump markets is that everybody gets the same market. This move happened on my screen. It happened on your screen. The difference between good traders and bad traders is that good traders took the trade. If they're a momentum trader, they absolutely took the trade. And they didn't care about why it was happening. You can disagree with the policies, you can disagree with the man, you can disagree with the world and what's going on, but I'll tell you what, your opinions, the market gives no f***s about your opinions. And that's the beautiful thing about the futures market versus like the FX markets. We all had the same market this morning. We all had the same move this morning. If you didn't catch it this time and you're more interested in like trading a momentum-based strategy, find ways to improve your momentum trading. If you don't care about catching moves like this and you're more of an afterglow trader, look at this. You get moved all the way down to here. You could probably take a open there and then try to pick off these lows here. You get an average somewhere betwixt there. Maybe you're adding to it on the pullback to your average. Boom, you're going long. You don't have to catch this momentous move, right? We call this part of the move the afterglow. That's the afterglow, baby. You don't have to be right on the move. You don't even have to be at your terminal. You can catch the afterglow, and you get multiple opportunities to do it. There's a low put in here. There's multiple lows put in here. And then there's that third and final rejection low being put in there. And it's all lower than the previous day low. How about that? Isn't that strange how that works? But find ways that you can, instead of looking at this market and looking at what happened and saying, you know what, Trump's an idiot, I don't like this. Well, look, you can be opinionated and have your own opinions on people and whatever, but at the end of the day, we're here to make money, right? We're here to click buttons and make money. That's it. You like it, SW? I'm having a good time this morning. Me personally, I like catching the move when it's in motion. That's me. We are pushing up, by the way, on no news. This is just an early squeeze going into the market open. By the way, does anybody know why specifically today is going to be a very volatile day? First answer wins a free month of MC. Okay, Spastric, that was hard. Nice work, buddy. Here, let me get you. That was fast. I got you, buddy. Spastric, you are good until July 15th, my friend. There you go. My man. Dude, no, you rock. That's awesome. That's right. It's the end of month flows, everybody. Today is Friday. It is the final trading day of May. And what's cool about it is that it's almost the exact calendar day that the month ends. Monthly contracts are not expiring today, but we do have weeklies that are expiring. Remember, monthly contracts expire on the third Friday of every single month. That's how you can know. That's when third week is when FOMC contracts, FOMC meetings happen. Third week is when contracts for the futures expire every single quarter, right? So, end of month flows today. What does that mean? It means that you're going to see a lot of portfolio rebalancing from the big boys. If I had a big fund coming out of Microsoft today, we're going to feel that in the NQ. If we have a big fund pouring into Microsoft and Meta today, and the Magnificent Seven, which of course, Apple, Tesla, Meta, Microsoft, Nvidia, Amazon, Google. If you have people that are going in and out of those equities, then maybe we see a lot of volatility today. Now, we could see no volatility in today's session, and then it just kind of taper off into nothingness, and then a final hour, power hour is what they call it. Maybe we see a lot of equity activity then, maybe. Especially when people are rebalancing options. They're rolling contracts, which means coming out of one contract and rolling into a later date. Maybe we see all of that. Maybe the market doesn't move until the final 10 minutes, but I do promise you this, there will be pockets of volatility today. And why do I bring this up? Not because I want to see you winning in these pockets of volatility, but more than anything, I want to see you being cautious around such a volatile day. With the end of month flows coming in, I need you to be cautious. Why? Because today is the type of day where you can have a position on, you forget to put a stop, and then all of a sudden you lose your account. Think about what I'm saying. I'm trying to give you the warning before it happens. I want to help you. You need to be keeping these things squarely at the top of your mind when you're trading today. Yep, Treasury market 345 to 4. Thank you for that, Big Hal. Yes, indeed. See, you get it. You get it. You know, you've been around the block, my man. But be very, very careful. Portfolio rebalancing is a real thing at the end of the month, and today is one of those very special days where it's almost the exact calendar date for the end of the month of May. Tomorrow, if you didn't know, is actually the end of May. June comes in on a Sunday. June 1st is a Sunday. June 2nd is Monday, so if they didn't do any of their rebalancing for the end of month today, well, we're going to see a little bit of kerfuffleation on Monday. But Monday, the weekly contracts are a little bit different. You do have daily expiries, 0 DTs that are going to be happening. We can go into that another day, but at the end of the day, I really, really, really want you to be paying attention today. Even if you aren't going to trade, record your screens even if you're not at your terminal. Record your screens and watch what the end of month flows actually look like. Record the time and sales in the NASDAQ and the S&Ps and record the charts. And just watch what the price does. Watch it at 2x speed if you're recording it. And you'll notice a lot of things. No, he says, today is my birthday. Can you do a giveaway? I don't have to win, but it's for the people. Noe, what is your username on Instagram or X? What's your username? Locking both these up. Nice work there, S-Dubs. Making it rain today, baby. What software do you use to record your screen? It's free. obsproject.com. OBS. Oh, BS. Project.com. It's free. You're going to have to mess with some settings. But there you go. Hey, Ribs, question, please. I opened my Tradeify account 30 minutes ago and traded into my Sim account and made $2K 10 minutes ago. Will the profits be counted after the 90 minutes waiting time as their email? You're going to have to clarify. I really don't know what you're talking about. Tradeify allows you to trade whenever, however, whenever. Just make it rain. Yeah, the University of Michigan is the sentiment is important today because we're going to get the 1 year and the 5 to 10 year inflation outlook. It has been moving in the wrong direction. I'll say that. It's been moving in the wrong direction. Dude, if you already traded, you're fine. Don't worry about the 90 minutes thing. You're good. If you traded, you traded. You're good. No, you're fine, dude. You're fine. Weekend plans. I might play some more World Series of Poker events. I'm not sure. I got my jeweler coming into town to drop off something extra ignorant because why not? Not playing poker is like the least stressful thing in the world for me. So I've just been like shopping and just like being an ignorant retard. So my jeweler's flying in and he's dropping off a nice new piece for me. This is what you do when you're retarded. Ribs, can you comment about Apex emailing users to provide more information about their trades, executions, etc.? I can't because I haven't experienced it myself, but I will continue to trade Apex live on stream, and I will continue to comment as the story unfolds. So when I get in my PA accounts and hopefully request a payout soon enough, then we'll make it happen. The problem is that I got this dang real money account that I started this account January 21st of 2025. If you're new to the stream here, welcome. Really appreciate you stopping by. But I started this account with $100,000 on January 21st, 2025. I've since taken out that $100,000. So everything that you're seeing is pure profit in this account. I am up $674,585.25 of pure profit since January 21st. So it's been an extraordinary journey. It's been amazing. January 21st, 2025, started with $100,000 in dormant, and now we're over at AMP. This is an AMP account now. Is the September meetup on hold? You know what? Multiple people have been asking me about this. I'm gonna get it. I'll figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out this weekend. In fact, let me put a little text out. 1 second here. All right, let's find out. I put out the word there. Imagine if you started January 20. That's good, dude. That's hilarious. Hi, Ribs, what's the bias for the day? I see you ask that every single time. I don't really have a bias, right? My bias is that it's going to be extremely volatile up and down. We have the University of Michigan sentiment, I think, coming at 10 a.m. or 10:30. Let me see. Hey. At 10 a.m. We get the Chicago PMI 15 minutes after the open here, which, by the way, not very many people care about the Chicago PMI. Most of the algorithms are going to be waiting for that 5 to 10 year inflation outlook and the 1 year inflation outlook. What's interesting is that the yield curve is back below, on the long end of the curve, is back below 5%. So take that as you will. I didn't pay attention. What happened with the, was it the floating rate note? Yeah, it was the floating rates yesterday. What happened with the FRNs yesterday? Did anybody watch that auction? I didn't. I think I was with my wife on the couch or something. Hey, Ribs, what accounts do you trade today? This one on screen. It's a real money account. It's a live account connected to AMP. Let me, without exposing my account number. Wait, can I? Yeah, I don't know if I can do it without exposing my account number. That's the problem. Anyway, it's, I posted it on X. I tried calling AMP yesterday. They didn't even pick up. I'm not a hot shot at AMP yet. Dorman, or I'm sorry, Edge Clear, I could call anytime and talk to the dude. Plus, they watched the stream, so. Ribs, will you trade off with Downey's Dungeon? Dude, if they want to pay me $100,000 to humiliate a child, go ahead. Like, if they want to do that. But, I mean, let's be, like, you would have to be so retarded to think that person would ever be able to outtrade me. Like, you have to be, like, literally not even on the spectrum, because they actually have some brain power, but like you'd have to be like 3 steps away from being committed to a retard facility. I don't even know if there is one, but I'm just saying, like, you'd have to be so completely retarded to think that like, I will bet anybody any amount of money. I will give you the best odds ever. If you want to put your life savings on it, I will gladly accept any and all bets. But you're talking about somebody who's been paper trading, 22 years old. Like, what do they have? 2 years of market experience? If that, well, 0. We know they have 0 because they don't trade at all. They're liars. So at the end of the day, the dude rents a Lambo and rents a condo in Miami. Like, cool, man. Like, these people are so below my pay grade, it's not even funny. They're little piss ants, little parasite piss ants. Any specific times of day where you're looking for volatility to happen? All day, every day. Now, on a day like today, I'm going to enjoy my life. Like, I'm going to finish the stream, talk to my folks in Discord, set them up for the day, and then I'm going to go in my pool and enjoy my life. I mean, why not? I made $20,000 in 7 seconds. Wouldn't you? Going to go on my pool, work on getting a little bit more bronze, maybe go down to the World Series of Poker, play some poker, maybe play some cash games again this weekend. Who knows, dude? Got nothing but time. With futures leverage, are you concerned about stop loss slippage, etc.? I have $674,000 in my account. I could trade up to 100 contracts, even if I got slipped to like, I'm not trading 100 contracts, you know? I put on 35 this morning. All right, markets are open. Here we go. Ding, 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 ding. First, look, and I didn't even do that intentionally. First thing that I do, I looked over at the Mag 7 the moment that the market opens. I'm not even looking at the bookmap chart over here. Yeah, this is probably going to be a very interesting session in the sense that it's probably going to be pretty tight. We might get one little swash of volatility right here in the first 15 minutes, but I think it's going to be a pretty tight session. Only equity that's pumping up right now is Tesla, and it's barely moving. Microsoft is dead in the water. Meta's dead in the water. Very slow morning. Yeah, you know, this might be a no trade prop day for me. It might just be basking in the glory of making $20,000 in 7 seconds. Might be just one of those days. Google's starting to roll. Meta's starting to roll. S&Ps are back below the VWAP. Rib's question, what hurts more, losing in trading or poker? I mean, I don't think that either hurt. I go into the session of a poker session, I'm putting on risk. I go into a trading session, I'm putting on risk. I would like to win money. I would like to make money. I don't really think about it like that. Losing doesn't, like, it's annoying, but it's not like I sit there and go, oh, no, I lost. Like, it's part of trading. It's part of playing poker. You're putting on risk. You know what I mean? Are the cash games better with all the players? Yes, dude, yes. The cash games are out of control right now. Bobby's room is running every single day until the end of the World Series. Like, every single day. And then it's probably going to be like a little bit of a lull. But like my buddy Marcus, who's like my best friend out here, he's won 2 WPT titles. My best friend out here. Extraordinary poker player. He's been playing a lot of cash games. World Series started on Tuesday. It's Friday, so he's been playing cash games every single day. My girl Linglin played cash yesterday. She won $300,000. I shouldn't be saying this, but yeah, she won heaps. She's playing the Heads Up No Limit game today for the World Series. It's 25K buy-in. I might play that one. We'll see. Unfortunately, I didn't make enough for the entry. I only made 20,000, so I got to make another 5,000 to get a free entry for that tournament. Hard road is short here. Good luck, buddy. We got Microsoft and Meta slowly turning down, but NVIDIA is squarely locked in the dead center right now. We're seeing a pullback from Tesla, a small pullback from Apple. I don't trust this either way right now. I think that a short could work out, but I just don't trust this either way. A real short would start to open up for me if we start to break below 300s, which is the previous day low, but we need to see a retest. Like if we broke below here, let me draw this. For a short for me, we want to see this. Look, we're bouncing at the magic green line, obviously. I'd want to see this going below the previous day low and testing and showing me strong liquidity, overhead supply in the market right around these levels, 300, 320. I'd want to see this dripping below or dipping below, retesting here or retesting here, and a lot of overhead supply showing up. And then I'd be looking for a break of this level to the downside. We break that, test it again, and then we smash that Monday mid. That's the only way I'd be looking for a short. Here we are kind of just meandering along the green magic Hulk line. So Faith Trader says, hello Rips, new viewer here. Do you offer mentoring or a course? No, but I do offer free streams, which will come to you at the very low price of free. And you can watch them every single morning, Monday through Friday. All of the stream replays are saved on the YouTube channel. You can go and watch them to your heart's delight. I charge you nothing. It is free. Do not pay me $1. Do you know why? Because I can make $20,000 in 7 seconds. That's why. $20,000 in 7 seconds. You think I need your $50? Nah, I'm good, man. Save your $50. Go give it to the Downey kid. He probably needs it for his lobotomy, his brain surgery. Go give it to Downey. Hi, Ribs, new here. Are you selling body pics or have any of I can subscribe to? Yes, on feetfinder.com. I have pictures of my feet. And because that thing swangs so low, you can see the tip when I show you my feet. Subscribe now. Yop says, sound crazy, not for you, Radney, or cool. Nice, dude. Hey, I got a good idea. Go yourself. Has anybody ever told you that before? Bend over, grab your ankles, reach around, and go and yourself. You Has anybody ever told you that before, Yop? No? Okay, well, let me be the first. Bruce, what are your book map settings? Mine are totally different than yours. Yop says, sad life. Lamau, keep using the bleep kit. Oh, you got me. Oh, you got me. I don't know what I'm going to do now. My entire life has been ruined. I'm so sad. Oh, you got muted. Oh, you got timed out. You know what's funny? Is like you're here in my stream throwing a beat to this gorgeous face. You're sitting there, you got your lotion, you're just sitting here throwing a beat to your boy Ripsy. I've never even heard of you. I'm never even going to remember you 30 seconds from now. And you're in here throwing the choice beat, checking out your boy Ripsy. That's a weird life, my man. That's a weird life. That's a strange life. That is a very strange life. Very, very strange. At 600 likes, yeah, I am doing a giveaway. I'll give you something for free. Why not? If the free stream wasn't good enough, I'll give you more stuff for free. Yeah, that dude is a meat gazer. Strange world to live in, dude. Come on some dude's stream and just be like, this is throwing the choicest beat right now. Hey, Dad, I don't like you. Oh, Lord. How about your 600K account for free? Well, dude, if it was only 600,000, I'd probably give it away. But since it's 674,000, I can't give it away anymore. Did you use the term meat gazer? Yeah, that was me. That was me. Tips for beating my friends at poker games at home. Just play a lot of poker. Get better. You can run drills on GTO Wizard if you want to be a robot mutant, but hey, I don't know. Just play a lot. Maybe it's not for you. Who knows? $400 out of 600 likes is complete. Almost there. Let's go, baby. More viewers here. I mean, dude, it's a good show. It's a good show. What do you want from me? It's a good show. Going a whole lot of nowhere this morning. Good entertainment, though. Yeah, dude, I mean, we haven't broke below that previous day low. Like, we talked about this. I'm just going to go back over to the chart here. There's nothing really that I'm looking at here. Market sucks. Yeah, let's wait for Michigan sentiment. Top of the hour. It's coming in 22 minutes. Come on. Mag 7's really doing nothing. Nvidia's starting to break lower, but we saw a bounce here from Meta and from Microsoft, so that was a tough call. Hey, Rips, I'll definitely be checking out the YouTube videos. Thank you for the knowledge, free knowledge. Have you ever thought about doing a day in life of the Rips? We're starting vlogs here pretty soon. 9:45, no. PMI at 9:45, my friend. PMI, Chicago PMI at 9:45. Top of the hour, we get the Michigan sentiment. That's going to be the 5-year and the 10-year, 1 year, and then the 5 to 10-year inflation outlook. Yeah, my IG. If you ever want to see my day in life, go on Instagram. It's going to pop up right here. It's really easy to follow me on Instagram. We are almost at 15,000 followers on Instagram, by the way. At Selling Rips. At Selling Rips. There you go. What's your proudest moment in life? Probably my very first come up. In my early 20s, sold the company for an 8-figure exit. It was a beautiful thing. That was probably the sickest thing ever. You're always kind of chasing that high after that, right? I don't know. Our brains are weird. It's weird how that works. Looking forward to the vlogs, broski. Me too, man. I am too. Absolutely. What kind of business was it? Technology company in the technology space. You have a lit setup, I saw it on Instagram. Yeah, I mean, that's not even in this current office. That was in the office in California, so. This one's a little bit, I mean, it looks exactly the same, let's be honest. Ribs was a tech bro, yeah. Super duper tech bro. You should run a test and put it on X that you lost 20 grand to see if the viewership goes up. Of course it would. We've already played that game. Dude, you know what's funny? Who was it? Oh, dude, Rampage. You know the poker player Rampage? Shout out to Rampage. We talk all the time. We're going to do some vlogs together. But shout out to Rampage. I saw him when I played World Series 2 days ago. He's crushing the 8. I don't even know. I haven't looked at it. But when I went to bed last night, he was like in 18th place out of 80 remaining. Let me actually see. Poker news. Let's see. The 8-handed $5,000 buy. Let's see. Chip counts. Come on, Ethan, please still be in this. Yes, he's in 23rd place. He's still in this tournament. There are... Wait, hold on. He didn't bust, did he? No. Oh, good. He's still in. So there's only 25 players left in this tournament. They're playing the final day today. But anyway, he came up and he saw me. He's like, dude, I saw that you had a really bad loss in trading. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, you posted it on X. It got like hundreds of thousands of views. I'm like, oh, bro, that was a troll. That was a test. So it's like the people who don't like actively follow me actually think that's real. So I don't know. It was fun while it lasted. It was fun to get the engagement and everything. But like when people actually believe it, IRL, it's like maybe not a good idea that I'm posting that stuff out there. Can I code? Yes. Do you play poker with other people like Mariano too? I've never played with Mariano, I don't think. But I've seen, like, dude, I've seen him. He comes out to Vegas a lot. But yeah, I'm going to have a lot of crossover for the vlogs. I know a lot of people in the poker space, especially living out here now. I've met a lot of poker players and friends and everything, so. Look at this. We are just chopping betwixt the previous day low and the previous 4-hour low. Ribs, you spoiled the video he's going to upload. Wait, what do you mean? What video? Talking about the tournament? I mean, you can go online and you could see his standings in this tournament. Let me see if I know anybody else who's in this. Sam Soverell, he's a GOAT. Oh, dude, Texas Mike is in this? I played with Texas Mike 2 days ago. He's in 7th place right now. He's so sick. I love that guy. Those are the two that I want to see making big money in this. I'd love to see them at the final table together. That'd be sick. What do you think of Fabio Valentini? Fabio Valentini. I'm not a big basketball guy, so you're asking the wrong person. I'm not a huge basketball person. Mock said, made 300 on open short, and also what has been your worst bad beat? I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, I've had tons of bad beats. I've been playing poker for 20 plus years. Like, I've had tons of bad beats in my poker career. The worst bad beat, I would say, would be that when Black Friday happened for online poker and it shut everything down. That was a horrible beat for everybody. Out of anything, that was probably the worst beat of all time. Texas Mike is a ledge. Yeah, he's super ledge. He was multi-tabling. He was in multiple WSOP tournaments at once. When are we going to see you on the final table? When I get lucky enough to make it, you know? Maybe one of these events. Dude, there's a lot of $3,000 buy-ins I'm going to be playing. Dude, there's a $250,000 buy-in, and I'm like, every single time I think about playing it, the first thought I have is like, dude, don't do that. And then I like start to think about it. I'm like, but maybe. You can fire 2 bullets in that tournament. Imagine spending $500K to win absolutely nothing. Buying a small Miami condo. $500K and you get nothing in return. How long do you think it will take a beginner to get positive EV in poker? A long time, especially now. The game is way more difficult than when I first started. When I first started, the game was a joke. Dude, No Limit Hold'em back in my day, it was like, when I first started, was a joke how easy it was. Not easy, but like the opponents were horrible. Like, go back and read Super System, the first one. You could see how bad people used to be at poker. Like, the advice in that book is so bad. That's the first poker book I ever read, was Doyle Brunson's Super System. What does first pay for a 250K buy-in? A lot. Okay, Chicago PMI coming out. It is 40.5 versus a 45 estimate. So coming in a little bit cooler, which I'm surprised the market's not upticking on that. We are meandering lower here, below the previous day low. Watch that Tradeify stream. You did have to say it was great, amazing knowledge shared, and thought chemistry with those guys was great. Yeah, I loved everybody on that. It's great. Riley says, my dad told me No Limit was not popular back in the day. It was mainly Limit Hold'em. Yeah, I started playing Limit Hold'em. They didn't even offer it in the card rooms. They didn't even have No Limit Hold'em in the card rooms. And then the moneymaker effect happened, and they started offering it in card rooms. It became like the game of choice. But yeah, I played a lot of Limit Hold'em when I first started. The Omaha 8 or better tournament that I just played, that I was like, at one point I was in 12th place in that tournament with like 700 players left, which is nothing. And I mean nothing as far as an accomplishment goes. I was playing, it was Limit, yeah. I played 816 Limit Hold'em way back when, and I thought I was a boss because we used $2 checks. Codes using punch cards. No, I actually code through I don't even know where I was going with that. But yeah, dude, imagine putting up 500K into a tournament buy-in. You fire 2 bullets and you get absolutely nothing for it. I might play the 25K heads up today. Like, that could be fun. That could be really, really fun. The first place for last year was 500K. The last 3 years, 500K, 507,000, and 509,000. They must have not met the guarantee or whatever. Doug Polk actually won that 2023. That's cool. Why do they say he's from Canada? He's not from Canada, is he? Yeah, dude, I used to watch Rounders when it first came out, like to fire me up to go play poker. Not even kidding. I love that movie. It's a great poker movie. It's kind of ridiculous now, but I mean, actually, yeah, it still has place, I think. Think rounders had a huge influence on the poker game? 100%, dude. It was the combination of rounders and moneymaker and online poker. There used to be commercials for online poker. It used to air WPT tournaments all the time. Mike Sexton, whatever his name was, and Vince, not Vince McMahon, but Vince Gilligan or something like that. Why 25K heads up wouldn't it be more entertaining with like a 5-seated table? It's just one of the tournaments. I can play that and see how I do, and then, you know, whatever. I actually prefer, dude, when I played online poker, I played on Ultimate Bet, and I played $25, $50 blinds, no limit hold'em heads up, and I used to crush those games. That was like my favorite game of choice. And I played a lot with, you know how I read Bookmap with velocity of orders hitting the tape? I played that heads up because it was so fast. I played it with the velocity that people were taking their action. Some days I would literally cover the cards with a Post-it note and just play based on the velocity. Like, dude, we did so much crazy stuff back in the day. It was a wild time. It was a wild time. Vince Van Patten, thank you. Vince Van Patten. You practice your chops like the Rounders movie back then? Nah, never was a mechanic. Did you trust online? Dude, what's funny is when I played on Ultimate Bet, there was somebody that was multiple people that were using God mode, but they were so stupid at using it that they got caught. But I never felt like, dude, I played against people that like, one of the opponents I played against a lot, his name is Prahlad Friedman. I don't know if he's still in the poker world. He was in the poker world back in the day. I don't know if he still plays. Very talented player. His handle was Spirit Rock on Ultimate Bet. Played a lot with him. Had some very fierce battles with him. We used to multi-table, like play 3 tables at once. It was a different world. It's so much fun. He does? Wow, crazy. Yeah, I haven't really looked him up lately, but it taught me a lot about the game. Do you play variations of poker like Pineapple Omaha? I played Omaha 8 or better 2 days ago. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, there's that 4-hour low defense. There it is. Yes, indeed. I just don't like this price action. It's very choppy, very wiki. You grew up next to Prahlad in Malibu? That's so dope. That's awesome. Tell him that Ripsy streams now, and we used to play a lot of heads up on Ultimate Bet. Ask him, just be like, dude, did you play a lot of 25-50 heads up, no limit hold'em on Ultimate Bet, and see what he says. Be like, how'd you know? I don't think it's a well-known thing. I have no idea. I don't think most people know that. Maybe they do. I don't know. But dude, those times were goated. A lot of fun. We are rolling lower here. We are seeing Nvidia, Meta, Microsoft, and Google all rolling lower. Tesla's still holding this perk. Michigan confidence reading coming out in less than 10 minutes now. Bulldog Kyle says, I haven't been able to play in the WSOP since 2020, having kids and going through a divorce. I'm sorry, buddy. Try to save up enough to make it. Next year, I've cashed multiple times in bracelet events. Good for you, buddy. That's awesome. That is dope. SW says, I'm going for a Friday afternoon nap. Good luck, everyone. All right, the market is going to move now. SW is taking a nap, so the market is probably going to roll about 600 points. 5860, bro. It's going to get there, like, by the time you lock your computer. What are you talking about? It's gone. Rose, please, I need help. I got a Tradeify account. I don't know how to set up risk settings like stop loss and take profit. What platform are you using? It's in bracket orders if you're using any trading platform. Man, have you tried Day Trader? I don't even know what that is. So, no. I have no idea what that is. Never! Never! Ugh. We are rolling here. Steady rolling. Let's see if we get down to this Monday bid, huh? Yeah, we are really letting loose now. S&Ps are breaking a key level down here, 58.85. See, what did I tell you, SW? If you're still here. What did I tell you? The moment you leave, I think he left up here. He's like, all right, guys, I'm out of here. Market just rolls 44 points without him. Hop on this short trade. Good luck to you. Yeah, there you are, SW. You're still here. Market rolls the moment you say you should just tell the market you're just going to leave and then put on a short. Easy. Easy money. Easy cash, buddy. Michigan sentiment coming in 7 minutes. 7 minutes till that Michi cent. Little Michi cent. Maybe we could trade some Apex on that. Little Michigan centties. Locked in 50 points. Nice work, buddy. Ethan says, I told myself I'd never give up, but lately I just want to stop trading. Maybe I need a break. I keep taking L's. Yes, take a break. Take 2 weeks off the market. If that's too long for you, take a week off. That's too long, come back and trade Wednesday. Take some time away from the market, my friend. Man, I always talk to my girlfriend about moving to Vegas because I love poker, but it's hard to give up this Cali weather. Yeah, I mean, it's not hard to give up the Cali taxes. Cali taxes is the worst part about living there, and that state has just gone downhill. I was pulling up at the gas station yesterday. They have signs in the gas stations like, do not let California's gasoline policies come to Nevada. Cora says, locked in 50 points across 5 accounts. Now got to go hit a shoulder workout like Rips. How'd you know I was doing shoulders today? Yeah, I'm going to lock in super hard. I am working out shoulders today. It is Friday. I was going to do chest, but my pecs are a little bit sore, so I got to do little shouldies today, little shoulder boulders. You live here in Vegas? You bet your bottom dollar, baby. Of course I'm in Vegas. Greatest place on planet Earth. I love living here. What up, Trades with Jess? Good to see you in here. She says, like the stream.
Another one.
Yeah, get in there. Click the button. You still train them when you're short? Yeah, I know. But I like to have my muscles repair themselves and then rip them open again. I'm doing all right. That's lit. Didn't know that on the north side. Nice. What's your favorite place to go play pokies? Oh, we got a Ferrari dealer calling me. Ferrari dealership is giving me a ring. What do they want? Oh, it's the one in New York. What do they want from me? Hey, Rips, what side of town are you in? No stalker. I stay on the southwest side. I'm not in the city of Las Vegas. I'm not in the middle of Las Vegas. I'm somewhere around. I live in a country club. I'm in one of the country clubs outside of Las Vegas. There you go. I just started doing Pilates. Nice, Jose. Very nice. Hey, Rips, any advice on how to prevent blowing up accounts after a great trade? I have a problem where I have a good trade and just basically give it all back on something I wouldn't take if I was flat. Well, I mean, dude, if you take a great trade, put on a shot clock. Put on a clock for 5 minutes and you're only allowed to trade after that clock expires. I know those feelings. Yeah, I get it. That's your brain trying to be like, hey, I just made money, so let me keep doing the same action I just did. The problem is that the market's in a completely different state from when you originally took the trade. Ribs, I'm new to trading. I apologize. I have the Trade-Evate. Trade-Evate, you can find an FAQ on their website, but there's a brackets orders section. You're just going to have to spend some time with it, my man. That's how you learn a platform, is you spend a little bit of time with it. Market gonna print as you said. I mean, dude, this is not a coincidence. Look at this. Is a previous 4-hour low. What did we say? Right? Ain't a coincidence. It's experience. Anthony says, I'm in Red Rock, also been here since 2009. Dang, so you've seen the evolution of Vegas. Vegas is crazy now. Property values have gone way up. I was actually looking at buying a house here in Las Vegas and back in like 2014, 2013, no, like 2012, I was looking at a property. It's a Blue Heron property. It's my offer on it was like $3 million and now it's like 7. That's how much the property went up. That's crazy. I wish I would have bought it back then, but then I don't know. I'm happy that I came to Vegas in this stage of my life. I don't drink, I don't do any drugs, and I just enjoy life. If I drank out here in Vegas, it would probably be a very different experience. When I used to come to Vegas, I used to drink like a fish. But, yeah. Ethan says, I was at Blue Heron Blue Heron event the other day. The houses have good views. Yeah, I mean, depends on where you... Like Blue Heron in Lake Las Vegas, in Summerlin, in Southwest, or whatever the heck it's called. In all these places. What made you decide to stop drinking? I mean, it lost its luster for me. I partied a lot in my 20s, had infinite money and infinite time, and it's just a bad combination. You start to lose all your fulfillment in life, and it just got really, really old. I partied enough for 7 lifetimes. I love not drinking. I love being healthy. I love being fully there. I love enjoying my life sober. It's a beautiful thing. I enjoy my life much more this way. Now, everybody's different, you know, but for me personally, I enjoy this. I feel healthy every single day. I wake up with tons of energy. And, you know, you slow down your pace of aging a lot. How long sober is that? 8 years, I'd say. I don't even know the exact date. It was just one of those things where it was like, I kind of over drinking. I don't really want to do that anymore. I just kept going and going and going. My voted futures in the building says, who is a better trader between you and Dodgy? I mean, his name is Downey, if you didn't know, MFFU. His name is actually Downey. Thank you for the 20, by the way. His name is actually Downey because he has Down syndrome. He's a fucking retard. And anyway, he probably could never show a way to make it. He could never trade his way out of a wet paper bag, let's be honest. Because this is what I did today, MFU, my voted futures. This is what I did. I made $20,000 in 7 seconds of trading. So, yeah. I think this is actually, well, I mean, he's net negative for his lifetime in trading. So, I mean, dude, if the guy made $20,000 even in a full session of trading, you wouldn't stop hearing about it because $20,000 to that guy is like an inordinate amount of money. All right, 10 seconds. Here we go. 10 seconds, everybody. Let's see. 52.2 above the 51.5 estimate there. What's the 5 to 10 year? Come on, give it to me. Give me the outlook. We are kind of bouncing here. I don't know why they're not giving me. Okay. Oh, God. All right. So, cool. The 1 year inflation outlook is dropping to 6.6 versus 7.3 preliminary. The 5 to 10 year inflation expectation is dropping to 4.2% versus the 4.6% preliminary that we saw earlier this month. That's interesting. I don't believe it, though. Yeah, I don't know if I believe that. But we are pushing up on it. We have to trade the market in front of us, not the market that we think it is. So we are pushing up on that news right now. Let's see if we can hold these 300s. I'm interested in maybe scalping this in my Apex accounts. I'm going to see if we can hold this. Where's the thing? Why is this not showing on screen? What the heck? Trade of 8. There we go. Is that right? That's still not showing? Hold on. Trade of 8. There we go. There we go. We're in this long. I don't know why that wasn't showing. This is weird. D. There we go. Cool. We are in this long in our Apex accounts. I don't know why that wasn't showing. That's weird. I want us to hold those 300s. We just rejected the previous 4-hour mid. If we have a breakout of that level, this is going to go much higher. We're going to be targeting 334 to the north side here. So let's see. Really like this to hold. We are running out of a little bit of a juice here. Let's see if we can get up above these 20s. and get a nice hold. There are some people selling at this previous 4-hour mid, which is, of course, what we have to be concerned about. If they break through, though, that's the trade I want to take. Yeah, there's a lot of people stepping in front of this thing. See if we can get and hold above those 310s at all. Okay, pushing up. We got to get above 315. That's the line in the sand here. We get above 315, this thing can get poppy all the way through 325 here. It's just, dude, it's just like not getting that follow through that I'd like to see on a trade like this. I want to see some serious follow through. My entry, you can see where it says position. 21, 3, 12, 55 as my average position. Average position right there. If we get above 315, we're going to start to clap some cheeks here. But it's just not pushing. Come on and push, baby. Come on and push. A lot of defense here at 315, but if we get through that, we will entertain this liquidity above at 325. That's what we're shooting for here. Nice shooting, Tex. Come on. Get above 315 and hold. So many people are selling those 315s right now. It's kind of annoying. Come on above 315 and you can do it. It's just so much relaxation in this price right now. If we could just hold just above those 315s. Might have to trim this and get an entry lower here. See if we can get maybe a hold at the previous day low since we bumped up on that. Let's see. If we can't get a hold here at 300s, I'm not interested in this trade anymore because we'll get a tuck below the previous day low and then we'll have to refresh this liquidity a little bit lower. See if we get this hold here at 300s. Right now we are seeing a bit of a hold. And now we want to entertain that liquidity above 315 once more. So let's see if we can go for it here. Getting that liquidity above, going for that initial trade that we had up there at 325. It started to perk up there, a little percocito. And can we hold? Yeah, back down to 20 contracts. Nice little push back up there. Lovely. Somebody catch that one with me? The hold 300 back up to 325. Just took a while, didn't it? Just took a long time. A long time in momentum trading hours. It's like Groundhog's Day. If we break above that previous 4-hour mid, this thing is going to be blasting to the moon. Come on, 325. There we go. Blow out 325. There she goes. Beautiful. And 334 is that level that we're watching here. If we break out above that, we're looking for 342 to hold for the next point of liquidity. Right now, it's going to be tough to break out of this range, but if we do, it's going to be super strong. Looking at the bag 7 here, NVIDIA has a lot of room to the upside. Who else calls price live like this and actually trades it in front of you? Who else can call price like this? To the exact tick, by the way. Who else calls price like this? By the way, it's free. You don't have to pay me any money. It's free. This stream is free. It is free. Free, 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 free. You don't have to pay me a single dollar. Amazing how that works, isn't it? And you don't have to catch Down syndrome by watching the stream. Jake says, I just made $91. Oh my gosh, you're beating your mentor. Look out. Don't have to catch Down syndrome or go prematurely bald at 22. Amazing how that works. Incredible, isn't it? Oh my goodness, it's incredible. We're not prematurely balding at 22 and acting like a retard. Holy smokes. Oh my goodness gracious. You don't have to suck at soccer. I don't know if the kid plays soccer. I couldn't care less. All right, we're out of the trade. There we go. We made, I don't know, $18,000 across our Apex evaluation accounts. There we go. It's almost as if price did exactly what we were going to say it did right before it got there. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Let's ride this to the moon. Up 70 points. Nice. Good luck to you. I trade ICT concepts by here for Dodgy's roast. Nice. And there we go. Right back to 334. All right, everybody. Well, that has been a fun stream. It's been a Friday stream together. We made $20,590 in 7 seconds of trading our real money account. We made $18,000 trading our Apex evaluations. That means that we only have to make another $4,400 to pass these bad doggers, I think. $5,400. What's your beef with Downey? The problem is that he's lying to people. He can't actually trade. He says that he's not trading a paper account when he actually is. He's never demonstrated that he is a profitable trader himself, and he's leading people off a cliff because he's a retard. And he's scamming people. He's charging people to learn how to trade when he himself has never demonstrated that he can actually trade. If he could show broker statements, a track record, payouts from props. He can show none of that. So he is a scammer piece of shit. So you want to follow that? That's fantastic. That's great. It's your money. You can just go your own life up by trading with an unprofitable. Go ahead. Pat Smith says, going after another dude is starting to get off beta energy. You know how I regain that beta energy and turning into alpha energy? I go over to your house and I the shit out of your mom. We'll see you never. Bye. Jetacular says, just like you, ironic. See, here's the difference between me and that retard is that I made $20,000 of real money in 7 seconds. How much did you make today, you I'm going to say probably none. Probably none. All right, everybody, I'm out of here. I'm going to go enjoy my weekend. And that's it. $20,590 in a 7-second trade, $18,000 on Apex evaluations. That's my day, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't like it, you can reach down and put your hands out and suck on my balls. Have a good weekend, everybody. If you're going to party, don't party too hard. Don't drink and drive. If you're going to drink, call an Uber, call a Lyft. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. I'll see you back here on Monday. Monday! Woo! Let's go, baby. I'll see you. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye.